2 years ago, I went on a camping trip with my little guy, little Oz, little OZ3.
Oz Jr.
Yes, to help, with his Boy Scout troop. They need extra adults. So I said, all right, no problem. And after I did, I also said, never again.
But you did it again.
For the simple fact that I hate bugs, specifically mosquitoes, because I get a bad reaction to these goddamn mosquitoes. If you take a look, I got a huge one. See it or not? Where is it? Right here. Guys, if you can see it.
Oh
shit.
Yeah, man.
Are you shit? What the mosquito do? Shoot you with a paintball?
Of course, I'm paranoid about this thing, right? So at this point now, we're sleeping outside, and we have these tents, right, that are outside. And, since they're outside, there's a bunch of bugs that live inside of them. So clean them all out, yada, 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 and you put the nets down. So I made sure to put the nets that wrap underneath it, right? So
yes.
So I'm thinking I should be safe. But my mind is already caught up in the fact that I'm going to get bit. So I can't sleep. So I'm sitting there thinking that I'm awake, and I'm sleeping for maybe no longer than a half hour. I sleep through now. So every time I open my eyes, it's still dark. So this night is never ending for me.
Oh,
yeah, that's camping,
it's
man.
Like a nightmare.
Yeah. Camping trips, that's why I don't like them. Like, the night never ends sometimes.
To be safe, but in my mind, I'm like, okay, these bugs are working together to untuck what I tuck and just to get in. So my mind is going all over, thinking they conspiring to come get me, right? And I have a empty bottle in my bed thing, because I don't want to get out to use the bathroom. So I'm peeing in the bottle to make sure I don't get up, right? So the night finally ends somehow, and it's 5 a.m. I'm like, fuck it, it's light enough. I'm getting up. I'm done. So I just get up, and I'm up from 5 a.m. till now, just getting done with everything, right? And that's cool and everything. I'm like, okay, I survived the night. That's fine. But I found my kindred spirit. There was a little boy who was there in the troop as well. His name is Matthew. And this kid had me rolling. He's 11 years old. And this fool is the neighborhood snitch when it comes to bugs, right? it don't matter where bugs is, he has to tell me where the joint is. So the night before, it comes time for them to make space, for their stuff. Make up their beds and stuff like that. So here comes Matt, Mr. Green. And I'm like, oh, Lord. What's up, Matthew? There's a bug right there. There's a bug right there. And I'm like, oh, okay, Matthew. First off, the bug is outside the tent. And second of all, your tent is over there. So why are you here?
Because you're the biggest motherfucker out here. You can protect me.
So he gets into his bed, and he has a little flashlight. And I shouldn't be laughing at this, but you see him, the flashlight, getting all over the place, and he's shook, throwing his flashlight all over the place like he has a lightsaber war inside of his tent, trying to battle these bugs. Meanwhile, the light is attracting these bugs, and I'm like, yo, I don't know what to do with this kid, right? So we let him do his thing because he has to try to figure it out, on his own, because that's what the whole camping thing is. The troop has to lead the troop. So somehow he survives the night, right? He gets out of the bed. He looks like he's been battling the whole night. He's talking about, yeah, you ain't seen the shit I seen, son.
Yeah.
The cigarette, everything.
This goddamn bug Jedi over here.
Right? And I feel so bad for him because, he's really, really spooked, and, to the point where I think he probably called his mom to say how much of a bad time he's having. And, I didn't want to make it look bad for the scoutmaster that's there. So I was like, all right, kid, let's get your bed out and let's fix it. So at least it could look like what mine looks like. So his mosquito net was all over the entire bed. So the bugs were coming up from underneath. So we fixed it so that the net goes underneath the bed so the bugs can't get into it. So at that point,
he's like,
the
you
net.
didn't get this shit at all, did you? I was just like, no.
So at this point, we're putting the bed back, and I'm like, look, Matt, there's a bug. Where? On your thing. Oh my God! But look, where is it? It's outside. I said, there you go. So he knocks it off. The boy starts moonwalking. He starts backpedaling on the floor.
Yeah, fuck you, bugs.
Technology,
Yeah.
Doing the robotics. I'm like, okay, man. And every other time after that, I would ask him, okay, any bugs today? He's like, nope, I'm A-okay. So I'm like, yeah, just make sure to call your mom and tell your mom that too, man. Don't tell her the bad stuff.
Yeah.
So all in all, again, I'm going to say it again, never again, but I'll see you next year.
Yeah. Yeah, man, camping. I haven't met one person that's been able to, like, market camping right. I have yet to meet one person that has been able to sell camping to me in a way that sounds enticing. Every time we hang out, we got some friends
Oh, yeah.
that love camping. Every time they come back, they always come back talking about, yeah, we almost had a heat stroke. Shit got flooded. I got a mosquito bites on my asshole. Poison ivy on my ball sack. But boy, we had a good time. I was like, that shit don't sound like no good time.
I know.
A mosquito bite on your asshole. How you get?
Jesus.
What
I
kind of
do that.
goddamn freaky ass mosquitoes?
Yeah, what was you wearing?
My tongue. G-string.
I have smelled smells, odors that have come off my own body. It's gone past. It's transcended. It's transcended past funk, shit. It's like underarm odor. I smell like some sort of fucking like penicillin that hadn't been discovered yet. It was like a medical smell. It was like some shit that it didn't smell human.
You couldn't believe that came out of you?
I couldn't know. I was like, you spend about 5 days not. People do this. I challenge you. Spend about 5 days not bathing, and playing out in the sun all day.
All the toxins and fast food coming out of your body.
It's the worst kind of detox you could ever do.
What my man say from
McDonald's.
Go out there and play in the sun all fucking day. In fact, just don't go home. Just stay out. Be homeless for 5 days. Be homeless for 5 days out in the hot ass sun. And by the way, you can't even do homeless comfortably. Homeless people do homeless comfortably.
I know, they have tents.
No, those motherfuckers out there with no shirts on and shit, they go out there, even the homeless were more comfortable than I was having to be in the National Guard. During that time, I have smelled an odor coming off of me that I have never smelled before and never smelled since.
What Vincent Price say? The funk of 40,000 years.
Yeah, man. Shit, even Vincent Price was looking at me. You smell like shit.